Hey YouTube, today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Transformers Age of Extinction Voyager Class Galvatron. Let's just take a real quick look at the box. I have the Transformers logo, Hasbro Age of Extinction logo, and ESPN in the background. And there's just some box art of Galvatron, and on the side, another Transformers logo. As you can see, it is in the Generations class, so it's not as kid-friendly, I guess you could say. Oh, almost got out of frame there. And flip it over to the back. Also available is Voyager Class Autobot Hound, and you can see his Freightliner Argosy mode. And well, that's the picture of him in his robot mode and vehicle mode. And on the bottom, it is an authentic Transformer, just in case any of you guys were wondering. Okay, so let's get started right here. There's the tape. Okay, pull the box out. Normally I would use my scissors right here. I probably should do that. Go ahead and give these last few remaining wires a clip. I was about to say let's free Galvatron from his prison, but his backpack has wires around it too. He is a backpack Transformer, as you can tell, as a lot of them nowadays are. But the only difference is that this one sort of folds up like that, which is nice compared to some of the other backpacks that used to just be like huge. Like this would be the backpack. But I don't know. One day they're probably actually going to make a Transformer that has a backpack, like a physical backpack, just to make up for, you know, having a backpack. Well, let's take a look at his weapons. Now, as you can tell, this one is going to be a gimmicky Transformer. And by that, I mean not, you know, gimmicky as in that's all it has to it. I mean gimmicky as in, it's going to have a rocket that launches out of the, out of his arm cannon. Now, he does have a peg right here, where he can hold it in his hand, or any other Transformer can hold it in their hand. And, the button is right here. It just shoots out like that. And it also, how I'm going to be displaying it, if I do decide to display this guy in his robot mode, I'll be displaying it like this. Let's pop that in. There we go. It looks sort of like an arm cannon. Now, a lot of people have had complaints of it not clipping up here or on the side of his arm. That way it could be like a actual G1 Galvatron, how he had an arm cannon, which was pretty cool. But this is okay. I guess this sort of has to do with more with the Bayformer style, which I don't really have a problem with, but I know a lot of the G1 fans will have an issue with this. And let's just test out that little gimmicky gun real quick. Out of frame. Got about the same distance as the Optimus Prime Voyager class gun, which was actually Megatron's gun. So, yeah. Get this gun free. And there was some oh my goodness, I feel like those little rascals, I think that's what they're called. But no, there was some pretty good detail on the gun, but it wasn't, you know, top class, and maybe it needed some paint applications. It was just all gray. And also, this guy, let's talk about the figure real quick. It is robot mode. This guy needs some paint applications. Looking all gray just sort of ruins his robot mode for me. Still, I like the figure overall. and I like his vehicle mode. Doesn't really ruin the figure, I can't say that, but it just takes away from the aesthetic appeal. And let's take a look at his joints real quick. And his knee joint, we do have a ratcheting joint, and I don't know, it seems very smooth, so it's just straight back and forth. Yeah, this one's rougher, or more rough, however you want to say that. And this one is a ratcheting joint that just follows the hip's curvature. And also he has leg in and out, so you can get some good kicks in there, like he can roundhouse people. I don't know why Galvatron would do that if he has a gun, but hey, he might want to. And the same story over here in his foot. He does have some back and forth. Yeah, he has pretty good posability. So you can like put Galvatron in a bed and make him sleep or something, like tuck him in at night, if you have that kind of connection with your figures. No side to side. So let's take a look at his arm. Let's move these out of the way. Just straight back and forth. Same story. Yeah, so not much posability in his arms or articulation. Just a normal elbow joint back and forth. Rotates at about the bicep. And with his hands, his hands don't have any articulation. Just like the Voyager Class Prime. His head does have up and down and side to side, limited side to side. I'm sure you could force that and make it go backwards if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to rejoin you guys after I've transformed this guy, and we will do the vehicle mode review. Hey, hello YouTube. We are back now with the Galvatron Voyager class figure. He is now, well, almost in vehicle mode. That came untabbed there. There's a lot of tabbing with this figure. That's not really a problem. It's just areas like this where the silver paint is tabbing into another piece of silver paint. There tends to be a lot of chipping there, and I see that pretty evident in this figure. And my only real complaint about the vehicle mode is that there's nowhere for the feet to tab together. I mean, that's about the best you can do at like a tab. Focus that in real quick. That's about the best that there is, and that's not even a tab. That comes apart very easily. But overall, that's a pretty solid vehicle mode. The paint application's nice. Looks pretty accurate. I just see some, I don't know, some weird marks on the gray plastic. I don't know what you would call that. As for weapon storage, let me reach over here and grab the weapon. It's going to end up looking about like Optimus Prime did. Pretty ridiculous. So yeah, I'm not going to be storing Galvatron like this. This is about stupid. Yeah, so no, I'm not going to be storing him with his weapon. If I do store him in robot mode, I never do store my vehicles with their weapons. If I do store them in vehicle mode, which right now I do have all my vehicles in vehicle mode for the comparison that's coming up. These wheels are plastic. I know a lot of collectors dislike rubber wheels. I like rubber wheels personally because they can be replaced easily. A lot of figures, 18-wheeler figures in particular, they have trouble with hiding their robot mode, and this figure, I guess you could say, has that issue. I mean, you can look in there and see his arms. You can clearly see his legs right here, but I like this figure personally. I know my opinion doesn't really go as far as a lot of things. As you can see, his feet tuck in there nicely. These wheel flaps right here, they just tuck out and tuck out. And then the backpack folds out and you just hide the body in there. And the transformation was pretty smooth. I didn't have to use the instructions except for one part, and that was with the arms. But that was pretty self-explanatory. I probably could have figured that out on my own. Now let's just bring out some other figures out here for size comparison. First I'll bring out the Voyager Class Optimus Prime, who is another semi-truck. And as you can see, he's quite small compared to Galvatron. Galvatron has a bigger backpack. Optimus Prime didn't have a backpack. So that's the difference between the two. That's another reason that Michael Bay didn't want to make Optimus Prime a flat-nosed figure in the movies, is because it would make his robot mode smaller. Now let's bring out Deluxe Class Crosshairs. And he looks like he could fit in the Voyager lineup just by his size, but he had a massive backpack. And the big semi-truck. Now let's do a count real quick. 1 semi-truck, 2 semi-truck, 3 semi-truck. That's 3 semi-trucks they've given us so far. If they go as far as to give us a repaint of this guy in the movie accurate colors, more repaints of this guy, because they've done several of the flip and change line, or any repaints of this guy, any alternate modes, anything, any more semi-trucks, we may run into semi-truck overload. I personally don't have an issue with the semi-trucks because I like Optimus. Galvatron, he seems like he could be a good character depending on where the story's going in the next few movies. But for now, that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out my other videos. Thank you for your support. It is very greatly appreciated. And thanks for watching, guys.